are the middle class, and we have a family, and I'm going to read you the scenario. And basically today, we're going to budget for the family. Okay? This question isn't on the paper, but I'd like to know, how would you guys deal with your kids when they nag you at Christmas, or when they go, Bobby up the street has a video game system, I want one, and they throw their tantrums? How would you deal with that?
Make sure that you
Well, I just sit down with them and talk to them and explain that what the situation is. So.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have video games. My mom said when I was little they'd rot my brain, and that I used to eat oatmeal all the time, and she said my brain would turn into the oatmeal that was in my bowl.
Tell your kids that. Today we came here with an objective to bring awareness to how our purchases affect everyone, affect our families, affect the environment, the economy on all different levels, and us as individuals. So today I just want to leave you with, we all have the power on a day-to-day basis to make choices. One of my team members brought up the whole thing about girls have to buy makeup, but she is conscious of what brands hurt the environment. So it's just little things like that that we can do every day that makes a difference for ourselves and for society as a whole.
Every single week we've put at least
We've met for at least 3 days.
We met together for at least 15 hours each week, and then we've done each our own individual work. So it's just been like nonstop. Like I was up till 2 in the morning last night, and then we worked all of the morning this morning. It's just like every single day. In a normal class, you want to get an A, but this like is such a competitive spirit that like not only do we want to know absolutely everything there's about the topic, be able to present it perfectly, we have to do it so much better than the other team. So we're just like. For me, I'm very, like, I have to win, so I'm very stressed out about it.
Hopefully we will too, so.
And this is so much more, there's so much more depth to this one. Like, other projects you can kind of get by if you just learn the basic stuff. This one, if you didn't research everything, someone's going to call you out on it and be like, well, why didn't you do that? And you're like, well.
Just take your time. Walk slowly. Really slowly.
Don't worry about anybody mentioning that.
What are the warning signs of a heart attack? Like, how many lives do you need? Say, everyone needs to be minimalist. And basically, you need it to live. Like, you need
Personally, I feel that this was more value than anything. This is more valuable than anything I'll ever learn in the classroom, just because we got to create it, and then we got to present it, and we did the background research to create it.
It's different than what we experienced, even in college. A lot of the learning we're doing is out of book, and even as an art major, I have a lot of hands-on. It still doesn't match what we did at Lincoln. They say the best way to learn is to teach, and I think that the best thing we did was to teach, and we learned a lot through that. And we learned a lot about just ourselves in the process and working with each other. A lot of different work styles I haven't dealt with before. And I think I'm more receptive, when I go out, quote unquote, the real world, whatever the hell that is. I'll be more receptive to working with different work styles.
I know personally, from being me, working with me is unlike any other experience you'll ever have.
Are you difficult to
I am totally difficult. I run on my own schedule. I could care less what people want to do.
Now, do you think you've been difficult with them?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And
so
personally,
much.
I don't care.
I just think that's hard because when you work in a group, you do need to understand other people, and you do need to meet people halfway and compromise, and that's his opinion if that's how he wants to work. I just don't know how that's going to work in the long run with work situations and other things. Comments the students said for themselves tells us we won. Like everything they said, I'm gonna be more aware, I never knew, like that in itself is enough. To me, I won already.
That's right, that's right. We won when we walked in that classroom and we educated those kids. So we've already won. We told you we'd win, and we've already won.
Congratulations, Faith, Andrew, and Renee. I'd like to present these checks, which will cover next semester's tuition. Congratulations.
It's kind of interesting. When we looked over that packet, we were just like, man, they just had like a lot of stuff in their packet. So really commend them. They really deserve to win.
Great presentation. I loved it. It's like going, anything happened, I look up and start slapping himself.
Yeah. And I can call my dad and say, hey, you know what? You would have advised me not to do this. However.
No, my grandparents and my parents said, this is too much. You're doing too many extracurricular activities. Don't do it. They were telling me not to do it to begin with. Oops.
Well,
I think what we learned was that Like, we always assumed, oh, you're one person, you're not going to make a difference. But everything we've learned is that anyone can make a difference, and it just you have to teach others how to do it so that you're not like a single army. Just teach others about it.
Average people, so.
Yeah.